Hey everyone, welcome back to another Kevin's Kreations here on Geektopia Island. I'm Kevin.
I'm Cardinal.
And today we're here with a new set review of the next set coming out, AO3. And it's going to be a little crazy.
The new set.
Yeah, the new set.
Yeah.
Because it's we just had another one
Yeah.
and we're having this one come up soon. So it is what it is. But it's going to be fun because this set's been a hot topic for a good minute in the Forceful community. Because it's actually has a lot of support for everything.
Mm-hmm.
But we're going to delve into it. We're going to break down how we think about the cards. Because me and him both brew a lot. And we think very differently on cards. And you'll see what we talk about on what we think's good and what's not. But our breakdown for it, so you know, is if it's playable in Standard, or New Frontiers. Playable in Old, Force Wheel, Wanderer. Or Limited, like drafts and whatnot. Or not playable. And we'll tell you which one we think of it and where we put it.
It's very rare that we say a non-playable card, so if we say it, then please believe us.
Yeah. I mean, we kind of say non-playable a lot because some of them are.
But I mean, otherwise it's good limited most of the time and all that fun stuff.
But we are going to break it down by each color. So if you want to see a certain color, check in the timestamp down below, and or in the comments, it'll literally tell you where to go. But before we get into it, guys, we just remind you that we do have a Patreon. The link will be down below. Check it out, see what you like, see what you don't like, and it really just takes an extra $1 to give us some love and support, and we greatly appreciate it. With that, let's delve into AO3.
Yeah.
So, starting off with the rulers, they are done differently this time. And that's the one part that we're kind of like, because they're trying. I have to give them props for trying to make it better. But you get a random ruler with each box. And so there's no starter decks for them. There's none of that. It's just you buy a box, you get a random ruler. Hopefully you don't get the same ruler if you buy multiple boxes.
Yeah.
That's the issue.
That's the sad part. Thankfully there's only, 3 rulers, correct?
Yeah.
So, people might be able to actually trade or sell to each other, the rulers that they want or have.
That is the one thing, is once there's enough of these out, it's going to be easy to get the rulers. But
till then.
Yeah, it's going to be a little crazy. So, first off is Arla, and he is white-green, and he is one of the main rulers, and so he's got the Stranger 10 rule. You begin the game with an extra deck of exactly 10 strangers, and you can only have 2 of each. He judgments for a white and green, and energizes white or a green. So, pretty simple to the other ones. However, whenever a light Regalia enters the field under your control, choose one. If the Regalia is Wings of the Archangel, which is his, you choose 2. And you can choose 2 cards from your stranger deck at random and remove them from the game. Up to 2 target creatures gain flying and +2/+2. Draw a card for each resonator with flying, or judgment is 0.
Yeah, pretty cute.
That's pretty insane for triggers.
Yeah.
Because you can be like, these 2 dudes get +2/+2 flying, and I'm going to draw 2 cards at very minimum.
Yeah.
Or you can be like judgment and remove some strangers. And it just gets kind of crazy what he can do.
And that's the thing. You're removing strangers. You're not really playing them because all of his cards just do with the exile zone.
Yeah, he's all about putting things in the remove zone with his strangers, and you'll see in a little bit why.
Yeah.
So, his judgment. He is a 10/10, and he enters, put the top card of your Magic Stone deck into the field, choose a card from your stranger deck at random, and remove it from the game.
Yep.
His God's Art, Rise of Amala. It is white, green. Put any number of light or wind or stranger resonators with different names from your removed area into the field. When you don't control a stranger resonator, you lose the game.
Oof. So don't play against Brunhild with this.
Yeah.
But with that, you can have just free dudes for 4 mana. Technically 2 if you control the gods or the Regalia.
And he's staying tried and true to the Forceful world where he's got wings and does not have flying.
Yep.
Heyo.
So hooray. They're just too heavy.
I mean, yeah, they are pretty legit wings.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
No, it's going to be weird to see what he does and see how people build the stranger deck. Because it says different names come into play, you may only want to just run 1 of each.
Yeah.
Because you have to have all of your strangers stay in play with him, otherwise you're going to lose the game if you God's Art.
And the fact with him, you don't need to have the colors of those strangers because you can just put them into play. Or use them from exile, so you can have 10 random all colors of sorts.
No, well, it's gotta be lighter wind.
Oh, it does? Oh,
Yeah.
super sad.
So you gotta have any
Never
lighter
mind.
wind, but you can be like white, red, and not care.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks.
There you go. Alright, the next one. Also, sorry, I'm gonna go ahead and comment, but with him, I think he has the coolest ruler art of all time. Like, I don't know. He's super amazing.
He's pretty awesome.
Yeah, super. All right. Now we have, this one's a strange one because there's no J to the side, but they're just two rulers together. So it's reflect and refrain. But first we'll start with reflect. So it has the Stranger 10 ability, of course. Energizes for red or blue. And at the first turn starts, you may invert this card. If you do it, and if it's on reflect, you gain passion. So whenever a fire regalia enters the field under your control, choose one. The regalia was change of heart. Choose up to 2 instead. You get produce a red. This card deals 600 damage to target player or /J resonator or destroy target damaged resonator. So obviously with the change of heart, you damage you do kill it. Or a J roller, pretty much.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to, things will flip this over or start the turn with refrain. And you gain calmness, which triggers cards of sorts. And this has whenever water regalia enters the field, you choose one. If this regalia is change of heart, choose 2 instead, produce a blue, rest target entity, draw a card. Now, from just the regalia standpoint, I'd rather just have reflect, because to be able to kill a dude all together is super good.
Yeah.
And it looks like this already has it where you do not deal with the strangers, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Think about it.
He kind of does his own thing. I don't know how Reflect Friend's gonna be in this one because they're good, but you have to have that right mindset to play them. I'm not that person. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, I probably won't.
I am gonna make the deck, but just know that that's not me.
Yeah.
I know.
So yeah, we'll definitely go through it, and of course we haven't really seen the cards ourselves, so this will be a first look of what those cards can do actually.
And then the final ruler of the set is Rizard. He is back, our boy, for glory. He is Stranger 10, same rules. He's got a green and black for Judgment, or green and black for Energize. So he's the green-black ruler, and it's going to be awesome. Whenever Darkness Regalia enters the field under your control, choose one. If it is Death Scythe, you choose 2. Choose 2 cards from your Stranger deck at random and put them in the graveyard.
Yes.
Or each player banishes Resonator. Or put a Resonator from your graveyard into your hand. Or pay 0 to do Judgment. Yes, please.
Yes.
Like,
all of it.
I get a free, Gravedigger effect where I always get a dude.
Yeah.
That seems really, really good.
And the fact that it's 2 strangers, so you can pick out the one that you like the most and put it in your hand. Or just, return them to the...
Or, you discarded Resonator. Thanks. Get rid of your dude. He enters, you put the top 4 of your deck into your graveyard, then you may put a Resonator from the graveyard into the field. If you do, it gains Darkness in addition to its other attributes and a Vampire in addition to its other races. His God's Art, Blood Revolution. Black and a green. For each vampire you control, and starting from the one with the highest attack to the one with the lowest attack, target a Resonator your opponent controls. Vampires you control get +4/+4. Then each of them deals damage equal to its attack to its chosen target. Then you may choose the same target multiple times with different vampires. That's awesome.
That's ridiculous.
It's kind of ridiculous how it sounds, but essentially you just biggest to lowest. This dude kills that dude. This dude kills that dude. This dude kills that dude.
Yeah, Feeding Frenzy.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah, and they get +4/+4 just because.
Because hey, we're not gonna let you kill us because we're vampires.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm pretty excited about him. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's very powerful.
Gonna be wild to see. And I've seen a couple of his cards, and they're pretty crazy. But we're gonna get into the actual cards now. So we're gonna start with light, and it's gonna be awesome.
All right. Acel, the White Gale Eagle. It's 1-drop, 1/1. It's a beast flying. Each turn you may play your first Acel's Reconnaissance, right? Sorry, without paying its cost. Enter. Choose a card from the Stranger deck at random. Remove from the game, then put up to 3 counters on the card for each Stranger Resonator in your removed area. Wow. Whenever this card attacks, it deals X damage to target Resonator, where X is the number of 1/1 counters on this card.
Neat.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, he's pretty cool.
Yeah, for a 1-drop, yeah, that's super good.
Yeah, if you have him turn 1 and you play Excel Reconnaissance, which we'll find out what that is.
Yeah.
You get to play it free. Solid.
Super good.
And it is 1 white, quick cast, a Sword Art. Look at the top X+1 cards of your deck, where X is the number of Stranger Resonators in your removed area. Put a card from among them into your hand, and the rest on the top or bottom of your deck in any order. So you get to play one of those free as long as you have that little bird. and you get to draw, like, you get to look at X cards.
Yeah.
That is pretty strong.
And then you get to pick one. It's not like a certain type of card. You just get a card that you need at the time.
I like it, but I think it's kind of too much because you
janky.
have to put like 8 cards together because you have to play 4 of them or whatever, 3 of them at least.
Yeah.
For it to be worth it. So it's kind of feels like it's not as good. You have to have them. I don't know.
We'll see how close and fluid it can get there. Paulian, the god of light. It's a stranger. It's a 2 white 2, 14/17. Okay, it has Pierce. That's something you barely get to see every day, right?
On a
Pierce,
light dude.
On a light dude. So Pierce, if you don't, you probably don't even know what it is. So when you swing and a creature blocks, whatever damage after that kills a creature continues on to the player.
Yeah.
So it's pretty awesome. And if damage would be dealt to you, it's dealt to this card instead. Okay, it has a big butt. When this card is put in the graveyard from the field, remove it from the game. If you do, your life becomes 4,000.
Neat.
Starting life total. If you don't know what that is.
Yeah. So, yeah, this dude definitely going to be playable in standard because he's a really good stranger for any white deck. Like he just is. And it doesn't even have to be like, I mean, he resets your life, which is going to be really annoying. It's going to happen. It's going to bring up some weird things.
Yeah, and it's not even that hard to do that.
Yeah.
Because you just say, all the damage you're going to kill me with is here. It dies. I gain my life total.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. But regardless, he's still a 14/17 with Pierce.
Yeah.
For white. Great. Solid. Definitely put him in your stranger deck if you're playing white.
Immediately, 2 of.
Next up, Ares, the Night God Emperor. It is a stranger. It is a 2-drop 10/6 with precision and eternal. That is a pretty good stranger if I do say so myself.
Yeah.
For 2 mana.
I'll take a 10/6 that has internal.
Yeah. That can attack whatever I want it to.
And every time you block, it just goes through. I don't care.
Yeah, that dude good for a stranger.
That dude really good. Alright, Celestial Winged Seraph. It's 2 white and 3 for a 10/10 flying. It's an angel, of course, in my count. Enter. You may search your deck for an angel resonator with call it 4 or less and put it in the field and shuffle your deck. Whenever this card attacks, you gain 300 life for each angel you control. That's super good.
Yep, I remember her seeing play before, and she was pretty busted then because you're just like, hey, search your deck for an angel and put it in play. Because it's 5 mana, get 2 dudes.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing wrong with that. It is a little mana intensive, but on that turn, you get to have a whole lot of power in play, so it's definitely going to see play in standard, not as... I don't think it's going to be as prevalent as it could be.
Yeah, because it's a really quick format right now.
Yeah. But if the meta slows down, then that card's going to take over.
Yeah.
Like, it just is.
You don't know what the angel will do to come into play and have an inner ability as well. So,
but limited, that card is a bomb.
Yeah, extremely.
Because you're like, I get 2 dudes. Next up, Crystallization. 1 white, quick cast, destroy target resonator. Its controller gains 1,000 life. If this card was awakened, choose a card from your stranger deck at random or remove it from the game. Awakening is a green.
Yes.
I think this card is great. It gives them 1,000 life, but what do you care? You killed a dude for 1 mana that you had nothing like.
Yeah.
It's quick cast removal, and all you got to do is beat their life down more.
Yeah, and the fact that you can get a stranger put in your exile to do all the other triggers for 1 more, and more later the game goes, the more quick 1,000 life is nothing.
Yeah,
like just it can go like that for sure.
Yeah, that card is definitely going to be seen play in a lot of formats. I think it's a really good removal spell.
Oh yeah, this one is. Oh yeah, all those are standard playable.
Yeah.
Dignified Seraph. It's 2 white, 2, 8/8, has flying. This, after seeing everything else, I would not play it.
Yeah, not in New Frontiers, but limited, it's a good card because it's a 4-drop flyer.
Definitely playing limited. Yeah, a 4-drop flyer that beats down.
And it is an angel, so if you have the Seraph, you go get her too.
Yeah, exactly.
Next up is Give Wings. It is 1-drop quick cast Sword Art. Target resonator gains +2/+2 in flying. I do believe this card is a reprint, and it is changed into a Sword Art, which is kind of frustrating. Because you're just like, hey, cool, Arlo's thing makes it be able to be played. And you're just like, hey, this dude gets flying.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Limited for sure.
Yeah, it's a limited good card.
But I wouldn't play it anywhere else. Heavenly Garden of Armalia. It's a 1 and a white edition. It's a garden. Resonators you control with flying gain +2/+2, so that's a good lord. 2 white, tap, rest, target resonator without flying. It's really good.
Yeah,
That tap ability is super solid.
I think this is more of a limited card than anything,
Yeah.
in all honesty. Like, yeah, it's cool because it gives you dudes +2/+2, but it's not. I think there's better to do in New Frontiers.
Yeah, for
Really?
2. Like playing your Regalia.
Yeah. Next up, Herald of the Winged Lord. It is a white and 2 for a 6/6 flyer. Prevent all damage that will be dealt to this card by fire resonators. It's a neat little card. It's nothing really to
For
go
sideboard.
crazy about.
If the meta goes all red, then you play a sideboard.
Yeah, it's a limited card though for sure.
Yeah.
Could be a silly card to play against Prisia because it kind of slows them down.
And Melgus too.
Kind of.
When they're like swing 10, you're like, prevent the damage right here? Thanks?
Maybe.
Now you have the White Hill. It's a 1 white 4/4. Enter, choose a card from your stranger deck at random and remove it from the game. That'll help you, thank you. When this card is put in the graveyard from the field, choose a card from your stranger deck at random and remove it from the game. So it super helps with everything that you need to do.
Yeah, he's all about Arla and making Arla better. So
So
he's definitely be played with Arla.
yeah, for sure.
Otherwise, he's kind of bad.
Bad.
Next up is Michael the Archangel for Stranger. 3 white for a 10/10 flyer. Pay 1. Prevent all damage that will be dealt to angel resonators you control until the end of turn. Neat. So if you're going angels, use this as a stranger.
Yeah, immediately.
I mean, you could still probably use this in white as a stranger just because it's a 10/10 flyer that you can prevent damage dealt to it. So it's kind of good that way, but
And it's only 1 will cost for all angels that you control.
yeah. So
Not just to 1 angel.
I definitely think it's a usable stranger in white just in general, but it's better if you're playing angels. So
Yeah.
New Frontiers, it can be usable.
For sure. The next one is Morning Angel. It's a 1 white quick cast 4/4. Quick cast, flying, enter. Remove up to 3 target cards in your graveyard from the game.
In a graveyard.
Oh, in a graveyard. Hey, that can help, especially against black green that we saw already.
Yeah, this card is very good sideboardable
Yeah.
because it removes a lot of different stuff for 1 mana.
And for white too. White doesn't have
Yeah.
much of the graveyard removal.
Definitely a good sideboard card.
Yeah.
Next, Pierre the Godspeed Archer. He is 1 white for a 4/4 5 hero. He's got flying and swiftness.
Hey.
This card enters the field 2 divine bow counters on it. Remove a bow counter from this card. This card does 400 damage to target attacking or blocking J resonator. Remove 2 bow counters, destroy target addition. Remove 4 bow counters, destroy target J resonator with flying. Tap, put X divine counters on this, where X is the number of stranger resonators in your removed area.
That's kind of cute.
So this dude is a creature version of the old bow. And old bow was broken. Because it was free, but this one's only 1, so it's really not that bad.
Yeah.
And it can be used, like, it's good because it can be
Just-
used the turn it comes into play.
Immediately.
So you're like, cool, come into play, remove these 2 counters, shoot that dude for 8. Because there's no cap on it. So you're like,
Yeah.
remove X counters, deal 400 times whatever I remove.
And you can also, like, in a mirror match, they're going to have flying creatures, mostly angels, and you're just like, pay for 1 late game, tap it, like you just said, add so many X counters, and like, kill that dude.
Yeah.
Kill that dude.
And the fact that your X in the removed area can be up to 10 makes this card nuts.
Yeah.
You're just like, tap, put 10 counters on it. Bring it.
I swing.
Yeah.
Do you want to block?
I'll kill all your
'Cause
dudes.
All your dudes are dead.
Definitely gonna be seen in Standard and New Frontiers.
To attacking or
yeah.
blocking
Oh yeah,
J's.
it's
Like,
definitely gonna be used in Frontiers.
Yeah, that's super good. And the next one is Rabbit of the Moonlight Knights. It is also a reprint. The 1-drop 2/4. Banish this card. Rest target J Resonator. I think it's limited playable.
Yeah,
That's about it.
It's a limited good card. It's if you want to go play rabbits, you can, but
Yeah.
it's just kind of meh.
It's just to tap a dude so you can swing into it to kill it pretty much.
Next is Release, a white and 1. Put a non-magic stone card from your root area into your hand. Draw a card.
Yeah. Okay.
Ooh, I like this card because it's a Sword Art Mage Art. So they made it to
What?
where you can use it for either Lilith or any of the Sword Art dudes. So that makes this card a lot better than it normally would be,
Yeah.
and it just gives you the extra options.
And it gives you 2 cards.
Yeah.
And that's so all those strangers you worried about not getting, you get this, and it's all cute.
Yeah, definitely can be built around with that card. So,
Oh yeah, for sure.
and it is a reprint.
Wingman of Armalia. It's a 1 white and it's 3/6 flying. It's a wingman, not an angel. Tap, target resonator gains flying until end of turn. It's a limited card.
Yeah, limited goodness because it gives you dudes flying.
Yeah, it gives your bigger dude flying, and that's about it.
That is it for white. We're going to go into red. First up is Crime and Punishment. 1 red, quick cast. This card deals X damage to target J Resonator, where X is the damages it dealt this turn. This card's awesome. I like, it's not like super playable, but I like the flavor of it. Yeah. Oh, you dealt damage this turn? Take it back.
Wow. Like, boom. But it sucks because you have to take the damage, and 2, what if their butt is bigger? Then you're just like, oh, well, that's sad.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be you take the damage. It just is whatever they dealt.
Yeah, so if they kill a creature or whatever. I guess that works if you block and takes all the damage and it already has damage on it, then you kill it.
Yeah, I think this card's really good in Limited. I don't really see it being played in New Frontiers because you want to make sure you have guaranteed kill in New Frontiers.
Yeah, for sure.
Percy has a deck and
yeah, exactly. Gatekeeper of the Vel Servara. It's a 1 red quick cast, 700 defense. It's an angel. It's a So you may treat light. Oh, it's one of these light and fire resonators in your hand as goddesses. This card gains +100 for each card in your removed area, and then enter. You may remove any cards in your hand from the game and draw that many cards. This card is insanely broken.
Dude, I saw this card and I lost my mind.
Yeah.
Because I'm one of those that's like Lyneth all the way. She's baby girl, and this card makes Lyneth so much better.
Super good.
I'm so excited to play this card because it's a 1 mana that gets like you don't like your mulligan after your mulligan.
Yeah.
You're like, cool, let's get rid of this hand again and get some new ones. Sure, you're 1 less card, but whatever.
Who cares? You can draw a whole nother hand, and it's a 4/7 quick cast. So it's pretty good. And then of course you're gonna remove more cards really quickly.
And it makes all your other light and fire dudes goddesses, so if they have cheeky little abilities, you can use them with the mana from other things.
Yeah.
So,
super
it's going to
good.
be pretty funny to play. Next up is the Red Illusionary Dragon of Passion. It is 2 red and 2 for a 10/10 flying swiftness. Jesus, that's disgusting
super
already. Good. If you have Passion, you may pay 2 less to play this card.
Ooh.
Pay 1. If you have Passion, this card deals 400 damage to target Resonator, and this card gains +4/+0 until the end of turn in Virtue Ruler. So, if you're playing Reflect and Refrain, this card is pretty good.
Yeah.
Regardless, you don't even have to play that, and this card's good. It's still a 4-drop 10/10 with flying and swiftness.
But I mean, also turn 2, you can swing in for 10.
Yeah.
I mean, why wouldn't you want to do that?
If you're playing those rulers, definitely play that card or think about it because that dude's really good Resonator for them.
Oh yeah. Next one is Red Illusionary Hero. It's 2 red and 1. It's an 8/8 swiftness. If you have Passion, you may pay 1 less for the card, so it's 2 red as well. If you control a blue Illusionary Hero, you may pay 1 red less to play this card, so it could be 2 as again, or even 1 if you have both. Enter. If you have Passion, target Resonator gains first strike and +400 until end of turn in Virtue Ruler. So it's just more fun, tricky stuff to keep going back and forth.
Yeah, I kind of not sure on some of these things on what they do, how they're gonna work out, but it seems really strong. Like it seems like a lot of the red cards for Reflect are gonna have swiftness, which is kind of broken.
Exactly, and they're powerful and cheaper with Passion, so you just want to have that. You can literally just have a mono red deck, just with Passion dudes.
Yeah,
and don't flip your ruler. And you're good.
You kind of have to. That forces them.
If you don't do those other things.
I mean, yeah. Okay, fair. Next up, Reflect Summoning, 2 red, Chant Mage Art, and it's a hedgehog.
Yep, it's a hedgehog.
And a
otter.
Cat.
Otter cat.
I don't know. Weird.
That knows.
Anyways, if you have Passion, you may pay a red less to play this card. So 1 red. You put an 8/4 Fire Beast token into play with Enter. This card deals damage equal to its attack to target Resonator. Then, if you have Passion in Virtue Ruler.
Yes. I will do this.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm really glad that it is a Mage Art and not a Sword Art. So that way, Priscia can't make this useful too. Because that would be really annoying to be like, I get an 8/4 that's going to kill you. Hey, thanks.
And the other one that could have copied a Sword Art and just be like 2 dudes and die.
Yeah, no. That card's going to be useful. I don't know. I think it's more of a limited card than anything. We'll see what it can do in Reflect Refrain.
Exactly. Alright, Surin, the King of Supremacy. It's a stranger, 3 red, 10/10, swiftness. If your opponent was dealt damage this turn, you may pay 2 red less to play this card. Super good.
Yeah, I like the flavor of this card a whole lot.
Yeah.
Also, red apparently just has swiftness.
So
They don't have another keyword at all.
you just do damage.
Yeah.
Which that's what red should just be doing, right?
And I really like that dude as a stranger because he's 1 mana for a 10/10 swiftness. All you can do is deal them damage.
So
Great.
punch him in the face real
Yeah,
quick.
definitely use him as a stranger.
Yeah.
Next up, Snow White, the Valkyrie of Passion. 2 red and 1 for a 5/7 swiftness and first strike. When this card attacks, put a passion counter on it. When this card attacks, it may deal 300 damage to target resonator for each passion counter on it. If it does, remove all passion counters from it. Limited card, this card is really good.
It's slight bomb.
I'm probably gonna play around with it in standard just to mess around because I like this card a lot.
Yeah.
By no means is it like powerful. It's really not because it takes multiple turns to use.
Yes, but then like first strike, you deal damage first, correct? So if they block, then you do like 300 damage, bam, immediately kill your dude with 500 first strike. Bam.
Yeah, they have to block with a 900 to kill her. So
Yeah.
that is the good part of it. But I mean, it's just
We'll see what happens.
yeah.
All right, Spirit of Passion. It's 1 red, 4/4 spirit. It has swiftness.
Heyo.
Enter. If you have Passion, put 2 1/1 counters on this card. Invert your ruler. Remove 2 1/1 counters from this card. This card deals 600 damage to target J/Resonator.
This card's awesome.
6/6 that deals 6 damage from turn 1.
It's a 1 mana 6/6 on turn 1. Yes, please.
That can kill their dude, so you can keep on swinging.
It's a Majin Dark Elf that can kill a dude
And
and
you don't
doesn't have a drawback.
Yeah, you don't have to take damage.
Oh no, I lose 2 counters.
But Kevin, you have to start out with Passion. How will you do that?
If you're playing R&R, you definitely play that girl because she is gonna be awesome.
Love that you just said it. The R&R. I didn't really like
That's what it is. That's what they were called.
Yeah.
All right, next up, Ushua the Flame Samurai Swordsman. He's 3 red and 1 for a 17/17. I hate your face.
Yep.
Enter. This card deals 1700 damage to target resonator. He does hate your face.
Mm-hmm.
If this card will deal more damage to that resonator than its capacity this way, it deals the rest to its resonator's control. So his ability has Pierce, essentially.
Yeah.
So let's say they have a 7/7. You're like, cool, that dude takes 17, but he really takes 7, and you take 10. Bow.
And it's only 4. It only costs 4 to play the stranger.
Yeah, I think he's pretty good as a stranger. Again, right now I don't know about him in the meta because the meta is kind of really, really fast.
Yeah.
He could totally end somebody though. So I mean, definitely don't overlook him. But just know that if it does go late game anymore, that dude's gonna overtake it.
He just says, "I will end you."
Yeah,
he says. All right, with that, that is the red. We'll get into the blue, and it's Alice's Castling. It's 1 blue quick cast. It's a sword art. So put target resonator you control on the bottom of its owner's deck. If you do, you may put a resonator with the same total cost from your hand on the field draw card.
Neat.
I don't know about this, but we'll see.
There's probably some tricky things that are gonna happen with this card. I don't see this card being useful in New Frontiers because it wasn't before when it was played, when it was out.
Yeah,
but it could be.
It's the same total cost, so I don't know how a rabbit is to a soldier or footsman, probably. But you know,
hey, it is what it is.
If they draw a stormtrooper, maybe it makes sense. I don't
know. Next up is Antarite, the Guardian of Deep Blue. It is 3 blue and 1 for an 11/11 Stranger Mermaid with quick cast. The art is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
You may banish 2 water magic stones rather than pay this card's cost. Enter, rest all J resonators your opponent controls. So I actually really do like this card a whole lot.
Yeah.
For a multitude of reasons, because it's free, quick cast, and it stops them.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, sure you have to banish 2 water stones to do it, but if it's gonna end you, win you the game, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a resource by that point.
Yeah, definitely think about her in your stranger deck because she's able to be used.
Yeah, very cheaply.
Mm-hmm.
Next one is Blue Illusionary Dragon of Calmness. It's 2 blue and 2 quick cast for a 10/10. Not very calm for that damage. Quick cast, flying, of course. If you have Calmness, you may pay 2 less for this card. 1, if you have Calmness, rest target entity. This card gains +0/+4 until end of turn. Invert your ruler. Not as cool, but it'll work.
This card stops Regalias.
Oh, rest target entity.
Yeah, rest target entity. Oh, cool. You untap? Tap it.
Yeah.
No. You better play your instant right now. Otherwise, no.
Like, no thanks.
The dude's Again, you're playing R&R, play the dragons.
And it's a 10-10 for 2.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
What can you say?
Next is the blue illusionary hero. He has 2 blue and 1 for an 8/8 quick cast. Apparently blue has all the quick casts.
Yep, so there we go.
Yeah, we're gonna see that. If you have calmness, you may pay 1 less to play this card. If you control red illusionary hero, you pay a blue less to play this card. So this card can cost 1.
Yep.
Enter. If you have calmness, target resident against barrier and +4 until the end of turn, invert your ruler.
That's cool.
This one's cool. It's not as good as the red one, but it's neat. I could see using them in like limited format.
Yeah.
They'd be really strong, but otherwise I don't think so.
Yeah, exactly. Refrain summoning. It's 2 blue. It's a major. If you have calmness, you may pay 1 less to play this card. Put a 4/8 water beast resonator with enter, draw 3 cards, put 2 of them from your hand on top of your deck in any order. Then if you have calmness, invert your ruler onto the field. That one's really good. I like that a lot.
Yeah, that card's pretty neat.
And we were both wrong. It's a rabbit, not an otter or a cat.
Yeah, we both were wrong.
It just looked weird in that position.
It's still a weird rabbit.
Yeah.
It's got like ice or water coming. I don't know.
It's a
Weird. Definitely usable.
A Victorian rat.
Yeah. Definitely usable with R&R. I think it's more of a limited card still, but I don't know. Being able to draw 3 cards and put 2 back is pretty good.
Yeah, for sure.
Next up, Rena, the girl with nothing. She's a blue and 1 for a 4/4. Pay 0. Target resident you control loses all abilities until end of turn.
I don't know.
I'm not sure why this is here, but it's probably going to do something somewhere.
Yeah, hopefully.
And I just don't know. You find something that has a terrible ability and you're like, nah, get rid of it.
I guess. Loses all abilities until end of turn. We'll see. We'll see what that means.
Yeah, I don't know how to judge that card because I want it to be not good, but it seems like it has a use somewhere.
Yeah, we'll brew that up somewhere and we'll get there.
Figure it out.
Yeah. Next one is Spirit of Calmness. It's 1 blue, quick cast, 4/4. Enter. If you have Calmness, put 2 counters on this dude. Invert your ruler. Remove 2 1/1 counters from this card. Draw a card. Not as cool as the other one.
No, it's definitely not a Majin Dark Elf,
No,
but
definitely
it is
not.
still pretty
It
good.
can still block and draw you a card, which is fine.
Next is Wall of Ideas. It is a blue quick cast, mage art. Target resident gets -8, -0, or +8, or +0, +8.
It's cute.
It's a good like trick card and limited, but it's not really usable.
Yeah. If it was a cantrip, we would definitely want to use it.
Yeah.
With that, we'll get into the green.
All right, we're gonna step into green now, and we're starting with Farika's Journey. It is 1 green, quick cast, mage art. Target any number of chance spells. For each spell, its controller may pay 1. If they don't, cancel it. Or put up to 1 target card from the graveyard on the bottom of your deck. Draw a card. So it's a weird counterspell.
Yeah. But it's so early game that you can stop their 1 or 2 drop, which is really good, and just be like, your Regalia, turn 2. No.
Yeah. It is another card that allows you to fight off the rune rulers, because if they have rune chance, then you're just like, no, thanks.
No. And also that you draw a card, so
yeah,
it can be pretty good.
Yeah.
Next one is Frigg, the goddess of abundance. It's a stranger. It's 2 green and 1 for a 10/10. Man, there's a lot of 10/10s out there. They're just throwing it out.
Yeah.
All right. Automatic abilities of goddesses resonators you control trigger an additional time. Cute. Enter, recover a magic stone you control. And it's a goddess, so you get to do 2. So it basically costs 1.
Yeah. So it's basically 1 mana, get a 10/10 that makes all my other enter triggers trigger twice.
That's kind of cute.
She's real good if you're playing goddesses, and if you're playing green, I would definitely say use it because it's a 1 mana 10/10.
Yep, for sure.
Next up, Morgiana the Wise Servant. She is a green for a 3/3. If you would draw a card in the phase other than their draw phase, you may look at the top 3 of your deck, put 1 of them in your hand, and the rest in the bottom of your deck in any order.
I like
so it is definitely a good reprint, and she is definitely going to see play. Because anytime you can manipulate what you draw, it's a useful card.
Yeah.
Like, it really is. It sounds weird, but if you can dig deeper instead of just drawing, you get choices. And choices win you games.
And it's not just 2, it's 3 cards too.
Yeah.
So you can get in there really good. Alright, Percival, the Flying Knight. It's a 1 green, 2/2 flying. It's a Knight of the Round Table. Enter. Reveal the top 5 cards of your deck. Put a Resonator with Flying or Regalia from among them on your hand. The rest at the bottom of your deck. Banish this card. Put 2/1 counters on the target Resonator with Flying. It's okay. It's okay.
It's like the other ones,
Yeah.
except for Priscia's, because hers and goes and gets hers.
Yeah.
Stupid. But I digress on that.
Yeah.
This one is pretty good though for what it is for Arla. It's really strong because it's already a flyer, so you can do silly things.
That's true.
That is it for green, and we're gonna hop into into black.
That was quick.
Yeah, I know, right? All right, starting off with black, we got Arthur, the Dead Lord of Vengeance. He is 2 black and 2 for a 10/10 zombie. Other darkness resonators get +2/+2. Non-darkness resonators get -2/-2. Remove 3 resonators in your graveyard from the game. Put this card in the graveyard into your hand.
This card's really good.
Yeah, he is a silly lord because he can make your side better and their side worse.
Yep.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like -2/-2 is a lot, but when you're trying to trade, it makes math a lot more difficult.
Especially when there's a 4-point gap.
Yeah.
Because your dudes are bigger, their dudes are smaller, so there's that gap. And I would use them sideboard only. Because if you're main board them and then you're playing against a darkness thing, it does nothing.
Yeah, because it does give them the bonuses too.
Yeah. You gotta
Limited, this card is really, really good. New Frontiers, it's kind of sideboarded.
Yeah. The next one is a black wizard. I think all the other colors do have wizards, so that's good that this one gets it. It's a stranger. It's 1 darkness, 6/6. It has Bane. Pay 0, produce black. Play this only during your turn, and once per turn only if this card is in your graveyard. I like it.
That's neat.
Because with the new guy, that you just put it in the graveyard, and then you can mana ramp every turn.
Yeah. And you can still play him to be a big threat because he's a 1-mana 6/6 Bane.
Yeah.
He doesn't care about anything. I'll kill that.
Yeah.
Next up, Blood of the Mikage. It is 1 black for a chant mage art. Target J resonator you control gains +8/+8 in precision until the end of turn. At the next end of the turn, destroy it. I think it's a pretty good card. It's nothing like crazy.
Yeah.
Limited, it's really cool.
I think this will be better in Mal'Ganis, especially with that 10/1 or whatever. That dies at the end of turn anyway, so you make it at 18 with precision.
Yeah.
And it's just there for crazy aggro, for sure. Alright, next one is Falling Angelic Destroyer. He has definitely a 12-pack. Oh, Lucifer. 2 darkness, 2. He's only a 9/9, sadly. Flying. Angel Demon. Your opponent banishes a Resonator, and then you can pay darkness and then a moon symbol. Whenever this card deals damage to this turn, you may gain that much life. Play this ability only once per turn. That's really super weird.
So this is another moon card that we don't have moon mana for.
Yeah.
So hopefully the next set, I really want AO4 to bring in my boy Gil Lapis with moon mana because it's Gil Lapis all the way.
Yeah.
But this card is gonna see play in New Frontiers. Period. Like, it's 4 mana. You sacrifice a dude, and I have a 9/9 flyer.
Yeah.
And again, earlier we talked about the Celestial Seraph. Going and getting an angel, this is the best target to go get because you're like, cool, I have a 10/10 flyer and now I have a 9/9 flyer.
Kill a dude.
Kill a dude. And when I attack, I'm going to gain life off of my Seraph. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. And that card is also really good for Brunhild because you get to use the little rune that says if you control a demon, because Lucifer counts as a demon as well. So, hey, there's that.
Pretty cute.
Next up is Grave Robbers. It is 2 black for a 6/6 zombie. Tap, remove a resonator in your graveyard from the game. Put 2/1 counters on this card. Banish this card, remove target card in the graveyard from the game.
That's good. I think that's really good. Late game or early game too, because you can put stuff in your graveyard real quick. But it's just 2 counters every time.
Yeah, he can get pretty big if he's just left on alone, but I don't know.
Technically, at the end of their turn, after you play this turn 2, it's a 8/8. Hopefully by that turn.
See, I'm not a huge fan of him because if I'm putting dudes in my graveyard, I'm gonna have use for them later,
right?
Instead of just eating them. But it is what it is.
Right. Knight of the Cigar or Sigurd.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, that doesn't sound right. 1 drop, 4/4. This art is awesome.
Yeah.
Enter. Look at the top 2 cards of your deck. Put one of them in your graveyard, and the rest at the bottom. Wait, on top of any order. That's cool. Then this card is put in the graveyard from the field. Look at the top 2 cards of your deck. Put one among them in the graveyard and the rest on the top of the deck in any order. Hell yeah. Sets up your graveyard, and then if you have a spell on top, then you can keep it on top if you want.
Yeah. Yeah, this card's actually really strong for black just because it sets up a lot of stuff for Rizard.
Yeah. I like it a lot.
Definitely new Frontiers playable.
Yeah.
In, like, constructed. Next up, Laurier, the Twilight Witch. She's adorable, first and foremost. She's 2 black for a 4/4 stranger. Enter, remove target resonator from the game. Sweet.
Straight up.
This card gets +X +Y,
yes.
and all abilities of the resonator remove this by this card, where X is the attack and Y is the defense. Yeah, she is definitely a good stranger to have in black.
Yeah.
Because she, A, murks a dude, doesn't care what that dude is, and she gets abilities and bigger.
Yeah. Super good. I think this.
Yeah.
She's one of the best strangers ever.
Yeah, she auto retains her +4, her 4/4, and then she just gets plus whatever.
All the abilities.
And you have like pay abilities to do silly things. Cool.
Drain.
I do too.
Pierce or position or whatever you want. It's cool. All right, Mikage Rhea. It's a 1-drop quick cast 4/4. This art's adorable too.
Yeah.
It's a vampire, of course. Quick cast flying. Enter. Search your deck for a darkness card and put it in the graveyard. Shuffle your library. Vampires you control have drain, so she also has drain. And then whenever this card is banished as an additional cost of a mage art or an effect of a mage art, put this card from your graveyard to your hand. So she's super useful in doing a lot of things.
Yeah. She is a big part of like the silly combos that I've seen so far of this set, which we'll go over all of them so that way in case you don't know about them, you'll find out. But she can do a whole lot. So definitely try to pick her up. Even if she doesn't seem like she's that good to you, that girl is going to be played everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Moan of the Dead is 1 black quick cast mage art. You may banish a darkness resonator rather than pay this card's cost.
So there you go.
Destroy target resonator if its total cost is less than the number of cards in your graveyard.
Okay.
Choose a card from your stranger deck at random and put it into your graveyard. So that's kind of a weird perfect Loki. Kind of. I mean, it's not as cool because it doesn't wipe the whole board, but it's a 1 mana kill spell.
And especially, it can be free with the chick that we just talked about. So
yeah, and
the Mikages.
It also allows you to have it sets up your yard better, and it just makes it stronger.
Yeah.
I definitely think it's playable in the right build around.
I agree. And it's quick cast, so you can get there really quick.
Yeah.
Necromancy of the Undead Lord. It's a 1-drop enchantment or addition. As you play this card, target a resonator. This card enters the field added to the chosen target. Added resonator gets +2/+2 and zombie in addition to its other races. Whenever resonator enters the field under your control, you may add this card from the graveyard to the resonator. That's super cute.
So it's just a +2/+2 that never dies.
Yep, it just keeps coming.
Yeah, it's just a cool enchantment that always gets to stay on your dude and make them better.
Yeah.
Like, it's not really, like, crazy powerful, but limited, it's kind of funny because you're like, that dude's bigger, that dude's bigger, that dude's bigger.
And if something deals with zombies, then you get a bonus even more.
And if you have all 4 of them, you're like, that dude's real big.
Yeah, exactly.
Brarg.
Gross.
Next up, Niflheim, the Realm of the Dead. It is a black and 1 for an addition. Zombies you control get +2/+2. Banish this card. Put the top 5 cards of your deck into your graveyard.
It's not too bad.
If you're playing zombies, it's cool. But again, I think there's better to do in New Frontiers, so I wouldn't use it in that. But limited, it's really neat.
Definitely a build around.
Yeah.
Priestess of the Black City. It's a darkness in 2, 6/10 for 3. Jesus. You may pay 1 less to play this card for each stranger resonator in your graveyard. Okay. Enter. Till in your turn, you may play a target stranger resonator from your... God!
That's pretty cool.
This is a common or normal or whatever it is. And it can be a 1-drop 6/10 that lets you play one of your strangers.
Yeah, this is a pretty cool limited card for sure. If you build it right in Rizard, this could be really strong in Rizard.
Yeah, extremely.
Because it's a 1 mana... It can be a 1 mana 6/10 that lets you play another stranger. So it could be really, really strong in Rizard if you build it right.
Like, turn 3, you can play it for 1 and play that 2-drop that kills a dude.
Yeah.
And then gets all the pluses and stuff.
No, I think it's pretty strong. We'll have to see what it does.
I agree.
Next up, Residents of the Black City. It is 1 black for a 4/4 human. You may play this card from your graveyard.
Oh, okay.
When this card enters the field from a graveyard, it gains swiftness, precision, and +2/+2 until the end of turn. Until the end of turn, if this card would leave the field, remove it from the game instead. At the next end of turn, remove this card from the game.
Okay, good. It doesn't just keep coming back.
Yeah, that was going to be a little too much.
But amazing in aggro decks.
Yeah, so black-white Brunhild aggro that was all human stuff, that makes this card even dumber. Because then you get 2 6/6s on turn 1 or turn 2. They're like, hey, cool.
And precision's really being thrown around too. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Alright, the next one, of course, is Soul Hunt. 1-drop Mage Art. Each player banishes a Resonator, then each player discards a card.
This card is disgusting.
Very.
It's so good. And it's a Mage Art, so it's helpful to Valentina as well, because it gives her more survivability early on. And don't be afraid to get rid of your dude. So what?
Just don't.
Like, if you have a little 4/4 to their like 6/6 or 10/10, great. I don't care.
And if you have Mikage, you just get her back, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, this card is a definite played card in New Frontiers because it's 1 mana kill a dude.
Yeah.
I'm sure you get to pick your dude, but usually if you control the board with black like you should,
They're
you
going
get
to
to decide what they get.
Yeah, they're going to only have 1 available to sack anyway.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Next up, the Soulless Soldier. 2 black for a 6/5. Enter. Put the top 2 cards from your deck into your graveyard. It's a decent setup card. I don't think it's worth it.
No.
I think there's better, but it's okay.
Especially it's only 2 and it's a 6/5 for 2. No, I wouldn't play this, to be honest. Alright, the next one is Vampire Staff. It's 1 darkness and 1 4/4. At the beginning of your recovery phase, reveal the top card of your deck. This card does 100 damage to target player for each will symbol on the revealed card attribute cost, and you gain that much life.
I don't know. This card's okay. I don't think it's that strong because at most it's gonna do like 4 damage.
And you gain 4.
Yeah, but
that's every turn. And if you have multiples of them, it's like, boom, take 8, I gain 8. Boom.
I mean, I guess.
I like this card a lot for no reason. See, this is a brew card.
I mean, I think it's okay, but it's not like my favorite.
Sad thing is that they know what you're gonna draw. That's this, because information is everything, and if they know what you're gonna play.
Yeah.
But when you're just like, yeah, take 4, I gain 4. Thank you.
We will probably play it in a brawl just to mess around with it because that's what we do.
I want to see it in action.
But don't think it's gonna be able to just kill Pristia because the card's not.
Yeah,
like, it's just not.
That's true.
And that is it for Darkness, so we're going to hop into Multicolor now. Alright, we're going to step into Multicolor, and the first one we got is a Part of True Power. It is a black and a green for a Mage Art with Remnant, and as additional cost to play this card, banish a Resonator.
Okay.
Put target Darkness Resonator from your graveyard into the field.
Yes.
Yeah, solid.
Yes.
Seems good for 2 mana to return a dude can play.
Thanks.
And Rizard's all about setting up his graveyard already, so
with strangers, it's just
any number of silly darkness dudes you're just like, cool, bring to play. That dude, definitely use that card if you're playing Rizard.
agreed. Angel of Healing. It's 2 white and a green, quick cast, 8/8. So quick cast, flying. Enter, you gain 1,000 life. Prevent the next damage that we beat up to target Resonator until end of turn. This card is entered the field from the deck. Draw 2 cards. Huh. I guess that works.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
It allows the Celestial Seraph to bring it into play and make you get extra value out of her.
Yeah, draw cards.
Yeah, definitely see him playable in the right deck. Limited, it's really strong.
Yeah.
Next up, Artemis, the Goddess of Hunt. It is a stranger for a white, green, 10/10. It is a goddess. Swiftness, first strike. Pay a white, target entity you control gains barrier.
Yes.
Pay a white and a green, resonators you control get +2/+2.
Yes.
Pay 2 white and a green, remove target resonator from the game.
Definitely.
Yeah, she's pretty strong for a good. She's a really good stranger in white green. She's nothing like. She costs 4, so it's a little rough, but if she's in play, she gets to do a lot because she's already swinging the turn she hits, and you still get to protect her with other stuff with painkillers.
Yeah, I mean, if she gets to live 1 time when you get to untap, then you're just like, your dude's dead. Your dude's dead.
Yeah.
And then your dude's dead, and it's remove, not just graveyard kill. So yeah, super good, and I love that art style. And next up is Awakening of the Undead Lord. It's a quick cast, dark and green. Choose one. This card deals 400 damage to each Resonator. You gain life equal to the amount of damage dealt this way, so that can just help you just stay alive. Or banish any number of Resonators, draw that many cards. It can be okay. Or put an XX Darkness Zombie Resonator on the field, where X is the number of cards in your graveyard. And if you play Harvest Corruption or whatever, you can have a 10/10 on turn 2.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Pretty good, kind of cute.
It could see play in the right deck. It's
Yeah.
just it's kind of a build around card in New Frontiers. But
Agreed.
next up, Awakening of the Winged Lord. It is a white and a green for a sword art quick cast, or choose one. Recover up to 2 J Resonators with flying. Look at the top 4 cards of your deck. Put a non-chant card with 2 cost or less from among them into the field. Put the rest on the bottom of your deck in a random order. Choose a card from your stranger deck at random and remove it from the game. You gain life equal to its attack.
Nice.
I really like this one. It's pretty strong for what it does because it can do a decent amount. For Arla, it helps you set up your deck a lot more. Set up your plays by removing dudes or giving you some life.
And you can put a Regalia in, quick cast turn 2 on their turn.
Yeah.
Which is super cute. Alright, next one is Between Passion and Calmness. It's 2 red, 2 blue, and 1. So that's 5. Major, quick cast. If you have Passion, you may pay 2 less to play this card and choose one. Remove target Resonator from the game, or Resonators you control gain +6 until end of turn. So therefore, it can kill a dude for 3. If you have Calmness, you may pay 2 red less to play this card and choose one. Put target non-magic stone / non-J ruler entity on the bottom of its owner's deck, or draw a card. Kind of silly, kind of weird. So,
I kind of like it because it takes away the other color that you're not on,
Yeah.
so it's a lot easier to play. And it gives you decent options.
yeah. Like, obviously you're going to probably just kill the dude for 3. But yeah, it's not too bad.
Yeah. Next up is the Butterfly Effect. It is a blue and a red, quick cast mage art. If you have Passion, this card deals 800 damage to target resonator your opponent controls chosen at random. If you have Calmness, this card gains return target non-magic stone, non-J entity to its owner's hand, draw a card. Huh.
Yeah. I don't know.
This card wants to be powerful, but it's the at random that makes this card not.
Yeah. If Calmness, then you would just bounce your Regalia, draw a card, I think. So you can play it again to get bonuses or whatever.
Yeah, this is almost as good as the Keurig card,
Mhm.
like the old school Keurig Shayla card, but it's just kind of a little weird.
Strangers on Path or something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah. Next one is Cathedral of Armala. It's a green and a white edition. Enter, search your deck for an angel, reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle your deck. Tap, produce green and white. Spin this only to play angels. It's super good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're playing Angel Tribal and you're doing it, just go for it. It's pretty strong for that. I don't know. Again, I don't know if it's good for New Frontiers because like the weird editions like this, they're fun to play, but they're not like super powerful.
Well, because you turn 2, play this. Turn 3, you can pay your 5-drop angel because you pay 3 and this, and then you get another angel to do that.
I mean, that's fair. This does help you pay the Seraph early.
Yeah. So turn 3, you can have the Seraph.
And which in turn gets you a Lucifer, so it could really go out.
Yeah.
Next up is our first Regalia, Change the Heart. It is a blue and a red. Mythic. Produce 2 wills in any combination of red or blue. Spin this will only to play mage arts. Tap, produce a blue or red. If you have Passion or Calmness, you may invert your ruler. So it just helps you. You can choose either one. You can do for mage arts to get 2 mana, or you can pay just 1 and then invert your ruler to change to Passion or Calmness. So it's kind of cool, and it gives you leeway on what you want to do.
Yeah, because that second time you can spin on anything, which is kind of nice.
And the art's really cool because it's got like faces on the sides that show each side, and it's pretty neat.
Heck yeah.
Definitely playing it if you're playing R&R.
Yeah, for sure. The next one is Charlotte, the Sleeping Girl in the Castle. It's a blue and a white 0/10, so that's cute. It has barrier. Card name Faria, you control gain barrier and +10 and +10. Okay.
Oh my god.
Card's name Lars Nye, the Sacred Spirit, you control gain eternal. Okay. As long as your J ruler is Faria, it gains whenever this card named Excalibur enters the field you control. Choose 2. Choose a card from your standard deck at random, put it on the field, or remove target non-magic stone or non-J ruler entity from the game, / or draw 2 cards.
This card turns your J ruler Rufaria into a J ruler ruler. That's disgusting. Like, what is this card? So it automatically makes her a 20/20. Like, just, hey, I can't die, and I get barrier.
Yeah.
And she still has the ability to get eternal. So this card actually makes Faria be really, really, really playable right now.
It's crazy.
This card can't really get killed off easily either because it's got barrier.
Yeah. And the fact that you can play Excalibur after you already Judgment, because this does more stuff while it happens.
Yeah, this is disgusting. Like,
yeah.
Oh my god. This card is definitely going to see play in Faria decks because it's super, super strong.
Yeah. Ridiculous.
Next up is Death Scythe, the black-green Regalia for Rizard. It is mythic, so only one. Tap, produce 2 will of any combination of green or black. Spin this only for God's Arts, Mage Arts, cards from a graveyard, or activate abilities with cards in a graveyard.
Nice.
Neat. So it allows you to do things from the graveyard, and its other special ability is remove 3 cards in your graveyard from the game, put this card in your graveyard to your hand. So he gets to get his Mage Art or his Regalia back, because that's what you do.
Yeah. Regalia break? No more. Don't care.
Yeah. Black Green's like, I don't care. Cool,
yeah, thanks. So, yeah, we'll see how good that really can be.
Yeah.
The next one is Earthly Flash. It's a green and a white quick cast. Choose one. Cancel target Resonator spell with total cost 3 or less, and or destroy a target Resonator with flying.
Yes, please.
Yes. So here's the, I don't know, what is it called? Cancer?
Yeah, the Kaguya support.
Yeah.
I mean, we already have still 3-drop Kaguya, so why not have another counter spell?
Yeah. Turn 2, counter your dude. Turn 3, counter your dude, and I get a dude.
Yeah.
Want to play? Want to continue?
Yeah, no, that card is definitely going to see play because it's a 2-drop counter of a creature spell, so it's really, really strong.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, Bricia the Virtuous Vampire. She is a black-green for 6/6 with flying and barrier, a 5 heroes vampire.
Okay.
Discard a win card, target resonator gets +4/+4. Discard a darkness card, target dude gets -4/-4. Discard a win/darkness card, target resonator gets +4/+4, and another gets -4/-4.
Makes sense.
If you control a 5 heroes not named her, you may pay a green or a black less to play this card.
That's cute. I mean, the fact that you can discard darkness cards to put in the graveyard to do things and kill a dude is pretty cute. But I don't know. We'll see.
Bet there's going to be a blue, black, green 5 heroes deck.
Yeah.
Because if I can play this and Vala and make card will hate my life, it's going to be great.
That's ridiculous.
Just going to do it.
And she has barrier, so...
Yeah, don't kill her. Thanks.
Don't dare kill her. Alright, this guy is insane. Faust, the Promising Warrior. It's a 2 green, 2 black, and 1, but that's not how much it costs. It's a 14/14 Bane Drain. Play a darkness. Put a promise counter on target resonator you control. Play this ability only if this card is in your graveyard, which it will be. And when a resonator with a promise counter on it is put in the graveyard from the field, put this card from the graveyard onto the field.
This card is nuts.
Insanely nuts. Because with Faust, you just... Or not Faust. What's his name? Rizard. You just put him in the graveyard real quick. And then you put this on a Layla if you wanted to. Or a Mikage. What's her face? Mikage. So you sacrifice her, bring it back. All this stuff.
And it's dumb because Rizard's Regalia activates this ability from the yard.
Yeah.
So you're like, cool, put 2 promise counters on these 2 dudes in case one of them dies. I don't care.
Yeah, it's endless too. You can just...
you're always going to get this dude.
No.
Yeah, this dude's insane. And if you're playing black-green, definitely put this dude in there because he fits the deck really well, and he's just a strong dude.
So strong.
Next up, Gloria's Round Table. It is a white and a blue for an addition. You may rest or recover an Excalibur you control rather than pay this card's cost.
Cool.
Enter. Reveal cards from the top of your deck until you reveal the Knight of the Round Table. Put that card into the field and the rest in the bottom of your deck in a random order. Whenever Knight of the Round Table is put into a graveyard from the field, you may return this card to its owner's hand.
So you get free dudes. It's free dudes. That's what it literally says. Free dudes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of Knight of the Rounds. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, this card is pretty nuts. I don't know if it's going to be super strong for her, but it is really funny to play with her because it does a lot of silly shenanigans.
Well, because you can pay turn 2, you play your Regalia, do things, tap the Regalia to play that for free, go get a dude, put it into play. Value. That's value. Alright, next one is Griffin, Racing Across Darkness. It's... What? How much is this? We don't play this card. Darkness, green, 4, so 6 altogether for a 12/12 flying. Enter. Put the top 2 cards of your Magic Stone deck onto the field. No.
Okay, so Cardwell has not played when Griffin ran rampant all over the world.
Well, I mean,
We're playing black. We don't actually. This doesn't matter.
The,
Like,
the
you know
cost
that.
cost
Like,
doesn't
that,
matter.
there's not that right
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Especially when there's stuff that costs 2.
Like a 2-mana spell that brings them from their graveyard.
Yeah. And then
so,
you get 2 stones to do it. Yeah, I know.
So you do it like turn 2, and you're
Silly.
like, I get 3 stones because I can.
Yeah.
Thanks.
It's pretty cute.
So Griffin ran rampant back when Fox was a thing, and it's probably going to do it again for a minute. This card will definitely allow black-green to fight Priscilla. I don't think they'll be able to easily win, because that deck is still just like, I have a 16/16 on turn 3 because I can.
And take all this damage for no reason.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, but Griffin is really strong. He will definitely see play in black-green.
Yeah, for sure.
Next up, Heavenly Flash. It is a white-white and a green-green sword art champ. As you play this card, you may rest any number of recovered resonators you control flying. You pay a white or a green less to play this for each resonator rested this way. Destroy all resonators without flying. So I really like the way this card is built.
Yeah.
It may not be the strongest card in the world, but it is built really well because it has its own, not drawbacks, but like, I guess drawbacks.
Because it's 2 white, 2 green. But
Yeah, it's still, it evens itself out because you have to tap down dudes to kill all the other dudes.
yeah, and it's a one-sided board wipe, but of course, like you said, you have to tap your dudes, so therefore you can't swing. But still, it's really good.
Oh, I just realized you actually can, kind of, because his other spell lets you untap 2 dudes. So you're just like, cool, tap all these dudes, kill your things, untap my dudes.
Oh, yeah, draw cards.
There was another spell we talked about earlier. That's pretty neat. This card got a lot better. But it is a board wipe, and there is need of those right now, so it is pretty strong.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh,
Is
okay.
this me? This is you, right?
I'll talk about it.
Okay.
Alright. This dude's got a lot of text. He's like Satan because he just has all of the text box ever.
Like, blah, 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 but it actually just means this.
Yeah, so bear with me. I've only read this dude like 1 or 2 times, so we're gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
Jabberwock, the chaotic disaster. He is a stranger. He's a magical beast. A black, green, and 1 for an 8/8. Enter. You choose one. Your opponent reveals the top card of their deck. They reveal their hand and discard all cards with the same total cost as the revealed card. That is number 1. Or your opponent reveals the top card of their deck. They destroy all non-magic stone, non-J-rule entities they control with the same total cost as the revealed card. Number 2. Or your opponent reveals the top card of their deck. Each player reveals their hand and discards all cards with the same total cost as the revealed card. Then each player destroys all non-magic stone, non-J-rule entities they control with the same cost as the revealed card.
Yeah, so he does a lot.
I really like this dude for as much text box as he has, because sure, it's kind of random, but it can totally wreck things because you get to choose what it is. And if you don't have all that stuff, but they have a lot of that you need to kill, you're just like, cool, I'll choose whatever that number is. Great.
Yeah.
By no means am I saying this card is going to change the game because it's still random.
Yeah.
It still relies on a random card, but it can do something.
Especially with all the strangers being so powerful already, like it's kind of hard to balance with what you really want to do.
However, I do think, and I'm not trying to harp on Prissy, it's just that's the deck right now that everyone's trying to figure out a way to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
And this card kind of deals with that because a lot of their deck is very streamlined to 1 and 2 drops. And if you get to one side kill all of their things with 3 mana and get an 8/8,
yeah,
it's pretty helpful.
Pretty good. Alright, next one is Magna's Angel. It's a green and a white 1/1 flying. Enter, choose a card from your stranger deck at random, remove it from the game. This card gains +400, +400 for each different named among all strangers, resonators in your removed area. So it can be super powerful real quick.
Yeah, she can be real angry with your face. Especially if you're using 10 different rulers or 10 different strangers because you're just like, hey,
Yeah,
she big. Bark.
She real big.
Next up, one of the best cards in the set is Mikage Sejiro. Black, 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 and green for a 12/12 flying precision. I don't care what else he does, that's already good.
That's good.
Whenever a resonator dealt damage by this card at this turn is put into a graveyard, put it into field under your control. It gains darkness in addition to its other attributes and vampire in addition to its other types. Remove a stranger resonator from your graveyard from the game. This card gains eternal.
Super good.
Enter, you may pay any amount of life. This card deals that much damage to target resonator your opponent controls. I Is there something wrong with this card? Like, I don't get it.
I mean,
because this dude's insane.
It works with Lucifer, so that's pretty good. It also works well with the whoever gains all vampires have drain, so that's cool.
Yeah, okay. So definitely if you're playing black-green, you run this guy.
Yeah.
Because he can kill dudes, he can protect himself, and he gives you their dudes.
Yeah.
Anything that takes their dudes is automatically pretty good. Yes, it's not like... It's kind of a catch because it's slow running on this dude, but if he stays in play, he gets to do it.
And he has precision, so you can be like, I want that guy.
Yeah, and he's a 12/12. He kills everything.
Yeah.
Like, literal everything.
Even 12/12s, because you can give him Eternal.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Super good. Alright, Mikage Sujuro's Game of Dreams. 2 green, 2 black. He does not look happy. Each player puts all Resonators from their graveyard onto the field, then each player banishes all Resonators not put in the field this way. So it's super good. If you've never played this in other card games, it's extremely good.
Yeah, this card is insanity. Yes, it costs 4, so it may not be fast enough for the meta.
But it's a mage art.
But it is a mage art, and it does do a lot.
Especially when you're like harvesting season or whatever. Put 10 in the graveyard.
Yeah, if you're all about filling your graveyard with big dudes, and you're just like, cool, pay 4, you lose all the dudes in play, and all the dudes come into play, it's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, super ridiculous. We're definitely seeing that in play soon.
Oh, yeah. Next up, Milcel, the Clairvoyant Guide. It is a blue and a red for a 10/10. There's a lot of 10/10s in this set.
See,
You pay 1 less to play Mage Arts. If you don't control Milcel and your ruler is Reflecting Frame, you may pay
Basically
a red,
3
blue,
less.
or 3 less to play this card.
Yeah.
If this card was played this way, it enters the field with a guide counter on it. This card cannot attack as long as there's a guide counter on it. Okay, so it helps you cheat out Mage Arts early, but it makes it to where you can't attack.
But you can still block, and it's a 10/10 for 1.
Mm-hmm.
So, thank you.
Yeah, it is still pretty good to be like, I'm big, don't care.
And I can kill you faster with my mage art. So cool,
Yeah.
Thanks.
Neat.
Alright, if we can have Trevor, our producer, on here to talk about this card, he would. But it's Priscia, Pursuant of Exploding Flame. It's green and a red 1, the 7/4 beast. Has swiftness, precision, and first strike, because why? And, just in case, pay green, give this flying until end of turn. Cool. We're not done. When this card is put in the graveyard from the field, it does 500 damage to your opponent. So, yeah. It's extremely solid and amazing, and she's a beast.
It is one of the best cards for red-green Priscia. And I understand that they had to give her something, but like, really? Really?
Yeah.
This is what you just give her? Like, hey.
And the fact that it's a normal card and not a rare or a super rare. Yeah, that's stupid.
But also to realize that she only got 1 card in support compared to the other rulers getting like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
That just shows you how strong she is as a ruler already, on top of how good this card is as the support card. So just know that she is still very viable, and she is still going to be very viable. This card just makes her stay viable.
Yeah. Especially when there's friendship counters on the Regalia, and then she's just like, I hit you real hard.
I'm now at 12 swiftness, and still deal 5 to you. Thanks.
And block, because I have first strike.
Yeah. Next up is one of my favorite cards of the set, because I love Lilith, and this is going to be awesome for her. It is a resistance of the 12 protective deities. It is a red and a white quick cast mage art. If this card was played with will produced by Caduceus, put it in your owner's hand as it resolves. So it's a free spell, or it's a continual spell, put it that way. Choose one. Look at the top 2 cards of your deck. Put a card from among them into your hand and remove the other from the game. So that helps you both draw a card and remove cards, which is what she wants to do.
Yep.
Or put a 12 protective deities from your hand into the field.
Okay.
And that's what's nuts, because if you do this turn 1 with Energize, then they're at 20 life. Because you're just like, turn 1, play this, play Ouroboros, you're at 20.
And then I swing, and good luck killing us.
You better have a blocker turn 2, because I get to kill you.
Or a kill spell, because by turn 2 you might have a kill spell to kill their blocker, then you just win.
Yeah, it's kind of nuts. This card is gonna make her have a lot more viability and playability.
Yeah.
And I'm super excited for it. So I'm gonna be building a new Lyneth because I mean, yeah,
Why not, right?
she's gonna change, and it's super good. And I didn't know that she hates Gil Lapis, and he's my other favorite ruler, so we'll see him soon enough.
The two sides of the same coin, right?
Yeah.
Next one is Sacred Beast of Artemis. It's a green and a white 4. So 6. Here we go. 10/10, of course. You may pay 1 less to play this card for each different name among all stranger resonators in your removed area, so that can be real cheap, real quick. This card gains all abilities, races, active abilities, and keywords of stranger resonators in your removed area. Blech. Super gross.
Yeah.
If you just rewind and remember all the things that we just said about, every keyword that we talked about ever.
Yeah, all the strangers get all the crazy stuff that you remove. And with Arla, you can play like 6 to 7 different ones. So that way you automatically get all of them. You can really just play all 10 if you want to.
Yeah.
But...
because I'm sure there's one that has... it can't be killed, right? It can't be destroyed.
Yeah.
Eternal. So you can just be like, I have Eternal Barrier, First Strike, Lifelink, Drain.
But this dude does get all of their keywords, and he's going to be probably like 2 mana to play from your hand, which is kind of nuts because you have at least 4 dudes removed. And if you have the Goddess there in the removed zone, then he triggers all your injured triggers twice because that's how he works with them. Because he gets that ability, and that is a keyword of her. So inner triggers trigger, and all your Goddesses trigger.
Yeah, and activated abilities if you need to. So you can pay 3 to remove a dude from whoever that one stranger did. That's...
if you're going hardcore stranger route with Arla, definitely go this route with him because it's going to be funny and it's going to be great.
It's going to be super good for sure.
Yeah. Next up is Scheherazade, the Teller of Heroic Epics. A blue and a red for a 7/7 Wanderer. Barrier Chant. As long as your ruler is R&R, you gain passion and calmness. Always, as long as he's in play. Enter, put a story counter on this card. If this card is awakened, put 5 story counters on it instead. Awakening is rest to recover to all you control.
Seems easy enough.
Okay, cool. Remove a story counter from this card. Look at the card. Look at a card from your stranger deck at random. You may play it by paying its cost.
Nice. So it can be cute.
Yeah, he can be pretty neat. And he allows you to do. He allows you to get your dudes in pretty quick. And he just. The main thing he's going to do is give you passion and calmness. Is what I think he's mostly going to do.
Yeah. Yeah, because it does both, so that'll be super fun.
Yeah.
Because all those cards that require both or whatever, that like super speeds up your deck or makes it where you can only really need one side if you wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty nice. Scheherazade's Heroic Epic. It's a red, blue 1 mage art. Choose a card from your stranger deck at random and put it on the field. Seems good.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Seems real good.
You get the right one. You get the right one.
Yeah.
Next up, Sigurd, the Covenant King. He is a black and a green, and he's an 8/8 zombie king. Play this card only from your graveyard. Zombies you control gain Bane.
Mm-hmm.
Enter, search your deck for a Darkness Edition with total cost 2 or less, and put it into the field, then shuffle your deck. This dude, when he first got released, everyone lost their mind, because this dude broke the Force of Will website for a second.
Yeah.
Because he can do a lot of shenanigans. You may not think it at first, but he can. He can be played from the graveyard, which is already strong. And I mean, that's the only way he can be played, but...
And he doesn't come to play tapped or anything, so he can immediately block if need be.
That's just what he does. And he makes all zombies get Bane, which is neat, because then your 2/2 can kill anything.
Yeah.
But he comes into play and gets an addition. And that, right now, there's really good additions in Darkness, like Sacrificial Altar, the life root thing from Harvest and Corrupt. I don't remember the name of it exactly, but it makes you either draw a card or they discard a card.
Yeah.
And
of course, the ones that we just talked about that gives zombies +2/+2 and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, there's all kinds of silly additions he can get. So this dude is just going to be... He's a very combo-y card piece, but he's not like pure combo.
Yeah.
He just is going to be used in a lot of different things. And with Sacrificial Altar, this dude is insane. Because you're just like, cool, get him back and get free Sacrificial Altars all the time.
And the fact that you can do turn 1, sacrifice. Each player sacrifices a Resonator and discards a card, and you just throw them in the graveyard.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Yeah. If you're playing black-green, pick this dude up. Because he is going to be powerful in the format.
Immediately. All right, Spiral of Potential and Convergence. It's a red and a blue quick cast. Mage art. If this is your second card you play this turn, you may pay a red less to do so. If this is a third card you play this turn, you may pay blue less to play. So it's free if this is your third spell.
No.
No? Well, oh, if it's the second or third. Okay, if it's the fourth card you play, then it's free, which is ridiculous. If you have Passion, this card gains look at the top 4 cards of your deck, put a card among them in your hand, and the rest at the bottom of any order. If you have Calmness, this card gains copy target chant you control. You may choose new targets for that spell. Copy.
Huh.
Yeah.
It feels like a win more card to me,
Mhm.
so I don't really know if it's worth it. But it's kind of cool.
I mean, I guess if you have Calmness and you like go get a stranger at random to put into play, then you copy it for 1 more blue, turn 4 or whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's got its use. We'll figure it out. We'll see what it can do. But right now, I don't see it being all that powerful.
Yeah. It's a very toolbox, I think.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we will definitely see.
The next up is the End of Friendship. It is a black and green quick cast mage art. As an additional cost to play this card, banish a resonator. Your opponent banishes 2 resonators.
Yes.
I will lose my 1/1 dude or 2/2 dude to kill your 2 dudes.
Yeah.
Great.
Don't care.
Definitely going to be used in black green because it is really strong.
And it's quick cast, so super good. The Last Secret Sword. It's 2 red and black, but not really. You may banish all but 1 entity you control and discard your hand rather than play this card's cost. This card deals 1,000 damage to your opponent.
This card's awesome.
This card's awesome.
I love janky cards like this. I like this card for a multitude of reasons. It's just like a Stima. You only have to play to 30.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I have to deal 30 damage now, and you can take 10.
Thanks.
Also, this card doesn't have to be in red-black. There's no stipulation that it just has to be a red-black card. That's the only stipulation if you're actually paying for it. So you can put this in a white-green deck and be like, oh, cool, you're at 30 or you're at 10. Die
immediately.
I don't care.
I'll discard my hand and kill everything I have but 1. That's cool. And of course, well, even with the red-black chick that copies sword arts, right? You only have to pay the 1 cost.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
So with, I forgot her name already.
Shakti.
Shakti, you deal 2,000 damage. So that's it.
Yeah.
For 3. Or for free. Who cares?
And then if you top deck another one, they die.
Yeah.
I mean,
Pretty much.
because you can't play both because it makes you discard your hand, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Definitely think this card's going to be worth playing.
Or I guess you can literally pay 3 to do 1 of them, and then the second one in your hand, you just discard your hand to do 2,000.
Yeah.
That card is a very awesome card, and
Yeah.
go for it.
We definitely like that card, but it appeals to our jank side. Just going to let you know that.
This card's going to break the format, I feel like. Will o' the Wisp. It's a stranger. It's a green and a white quick cast 0/10. Quick cast barrier, so you can't just kill it. Enter, draw a card. Okay. 0. Return this card to its owner's hand.
Solid.
I come in, I block, I draw a card, I get put back in my hand.
I leave.
I leave. Swing with your second creature, I do it again.
Yeah.
Cool?
Yeah.
Can
thanks.
I scoop? Because that's all you're going to be able to do is do nothing, and I win.
Yeah, you need to make sure you have a 10/10 that can kill this thing, so otherwise your life's going to be miserable. Because they're literally just going to be like, play it, draw a card, block, bounce.
Bounce. Yeah. And your turn. Play this, bounce it, draw a card. Cool. So stupid.
Yeah.
Card is so...
It's a very good stranger for white-green.
Yeah.
The Regalia for white-green, Wings of the Archangel. It is a green and a white. Mythic, your J-Ruler gains flying. Hey, there you go.
Hey!
Tap, produce 2 will of any combination of white or green. Spin this will only to play God's Arts, Sword Arts, or Angels.
Oof, that's the strong part.
Okay, so yes, Angels get much better now because I didn't realize this pays for them. So you can pump out a Seraph like turn 3.
Yeah.
Relatively easy to be like, ah, cool, Lucifer, haha! And you
That's good.
that makes Angels a lot better.
When it says angels, will it account fallen angels?
No, because
No.
they're fallen
Oh,
angels.
super sad.
Trust me, I tried that with Dark Elves and it did not work.
Super sad. Alright, this guy is also super good. Wounded Black Dragon, red and black. Hey, we got a 10/10 for 2. Flying, it's not a stranger. When this card is dealt damage, banish it. Oh, who cares? When this card is put in the graveyard from the field, put a target sword art from your graveyard into your hand. Cool.
Discard with that other card we just
Yeah.
read. You're like, cool, this dies, take 10. Ha!
Take 10. Oh, wait. It goes back to my hand.
Yeah.
Do it again.
Take 10.
Take
Ha!
10.
Yeah, so Melgus gets some really good support with this card and the last card that we talked about for him.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like this card a lot. It's a 2-drop 10/10 that, sure, it dies. I don't
I
care.
don't care.
That's not really a drawback. I mean, it is, but it's not.
Did it kill your flying creature? Yes. Okay, I paid 2 to kill a dude.
Did it hit you for 10? Fantastic.
Yeah. And before that, I got my card back. I don't care.
Yeah.
And it's a neutral card. Or, yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah, it is definitely a really good card for the set.
Extremely good.
Alright, that is it for the multicolored dudes. We're going to go into the lands. We're going to go through them real quick. They're real super easy. I mean, we already know most of them. One is Ataractes Memoria, which adds a mana of any will that your J ruler can produce.
Seems good.
Then we got the Magic Stone of the Black Silence, which is the black-green one. Gusting Skies, which is the white-green. And Hearth Core, which is the blue-red. So essentially, there's just a Magic Stone for each of the rulers. So as of this set, we'll have all of the stones except for the white-black stone in play. Which that'll probably come into the last set. I don't know who the ruler's going to be for it. I just don't know.
I don't.
But it'll be here soon enough.
Yeah.
And then real shenanigans will happen. But currently, this set,
It is ridiculous.
it looks so overpowered and so much fun. I cannot tell you how much fun it looks. Limited, I think, of just this set is going to be bonkers.
Yeah.
Because each one has very much support to play their things. I mean, limited, you're really playing the 3 rulers. Because the white, blue cards and the black, red cards are for constructed. But limited gets you so much shenanigans, I think. And if you get it right, it's going to be super fun to play.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Especially since you can get actually one of these rulers in the limited will.
Yeah.
So.
Overall, set looks great. Keep on the lookout for it. We're gonna have a whole bunch of new decks coming out down the chute real quick because we got all kinds of stuff to come out.
Oh
with.
yeah, we got 2 new sets to play with, pretty
Yeah.
much.
I've been looking forward to these decks coming out and this set coming out because I'm gonna brew a whole bunch of shenanigans.
Oh yeah.
With that, guys, we hope you enjoyed your stay here at Geektopia Island, and we will see y'all again next time. Goodbye. Also, guys, just remind y'all to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and if you want to keep up to date on all our future content, make sure you click that bell. It'll give you all the notifications you need.
With that, we'd like to go ahead and give a big thank you to all our fans that support us through the year, and especially our Patreon support people. We do like to give a shout out to our Mythic and Above supporters, and that would be Dwayne Higgs. Thank you very much. We love you.